Greetings from St. Perpetua Community. Author and biblical preacher Frederick Buechner once wrote, "You can kiss your family and friends goodbye and put miles between you, but at the same time you carry them with you in your heart, in your mind, in your stomach, because you do not just live in a world, but a world lives in you. You are a world." It would be an understatement to say that everyone is eager to say goodbye, or more likely, good riddance to 2020, and put miles between us and the world of the pandemic that infected most of this past year and disrupted all of our lives. A year ago, we could not have predicted or anticipated the catastrophic impact that something invisible to the eye would have upon us in a very visible and tangible way. There's nothing magical about putting up a new calendar in a couple days or changing the number on a check you write from 2020 to 2021. We will still carry that world within us, in our hearts, our minds, our stomachs, as Buechner wrote. However, the approach of a new year always brings with it a desire for a fresh start, new beginnings, and optimism for better days ahead. That couldn't be more evident as we end this year. The first month of the year, January, according to some ancient accounts, is named after the Roman god Janus. Janus is the god of doors and gates, entrances and passages, beginnings and endings. The image of Janus found in Roman ruins is depicted as having two faces, one that looks forward to the future and one that looks backward to the past. So we too look backward at the past year in reflection and gaze ahead in anticipation of the coming year. I found something that I had written exactly 1 year ago at this time. The words sound ironic as I reread them, even ominous. Spend some quiet time today looking back at your iPhone calendar or the calendar on your kitchen wall, however you've kept the days, weeks, and months of the past year. Trace the ups and downs that have marked 2019, giving thanks for the blessings and graces which were there in abundance, receiving forgiveness for the times you missed the mark, and acknowledging the strength you've gained from the struggles that came your way, which tested your faith and your resolve. Then take time to look ahead to 2020. What major events are you anticipating in your own life or in your family? What dreams and hopes do you hold in your heart? What personal changes do you want to make? What difficulties and challenges do you anticipate? What divine grace will you need to face them? What can you do in the coming year to bring peace to an anxious world, to help end discrimination, violence, harsh judgment, and poverty? How will you and I be messengers of God's love to others in 2020? I'm not sure how I would change those recommendations as we face the coming year. I don't think I would want to. We know the vaccine is being distributed, and that help to end the pandemic is now a reality. We have great cause for optimism. We also know that our own human behavior is still the major factor in the increase and spread of the disease. So we have great cause for caution and continued vigilance. And we believe that God never abandons the world and the people God created out of love. So we have great cause for hope. With human resolve and faith in God, we can enter the new year carrying within us a world eager for healing and wholeness. Happy New Year.